All right. Surprise me. Okay, okay, we got some rumbling going on. Whoa, look at the flickering lights! I would completely hate that in real life. Whoa, those candles are so pretty. Also, that scream. What? Ooh, there's new stuff. Ooh, look at that little ghost in a jar. Oh my gosh, that was actually kind of creepy. Is that a cow plant in a container? I will absolutely take a small cow plant. Okay. All right. All right. Crystal ball. Okay. Been a little while since we've... Oh, a seance. A seance, pardon me. Ooh, the chair moved. Okay. Glowing orbs. Is that a new tree? I totally see a new tree in the background there. I really love her outfit, by the way. Yes! Yes! Oh my gosh. Okay, got way too excited there. Oh, you guys. That doll is really creepy. Were those new vines? Were those... Oh, hey. Okay, there's clearly a lot going on here that we're gonna need to go ahead and pick apart. So, look at the little ghost in a jar. Oh, you guys. This is fun. New Orleans! I can't believe I forgot the name of New Orleans for a second. Oh, that's so embarrassing. But I am getting like very bohemian and New Orleans sort of vibes mixed together with what we can see from the chairs, the table, the fireplace. I was wondering how they were going to handle the kind of like woo spirit aspects of everything. And I see something that looks a little bit like a dream catcher, but isn't, which makes me very happy that we're not like treading into the real world waters too much. And we're really making the supernatural aspects of The Sims 4 very unique and different, which is what I thought when I saw the seance table. I've never seen something quite like that, very similar but not 100% in real life, and it makes me excited when The Sims actually veer towards trying to create their own lore and trying to create their own objects that define what it means to like work with those sort of elements in their world instead of going for something in the real world, because I think that's going to be so much more enjoyable for a wider audience to be able to take something that's a little bit more fictionalized and kind of make it our own in The Sims. But all right, so we've got beautiful chairs. We have got a lovely plant in the background. Do you think I don't notice that plant? I noticed that plant. That globe, those beautiful blossoms. Look, it's getting a little hard to tell when new plants are added in because there have been so many expansions and packs and stuff packs and game packs over the last few years. But that plant, I'm pretty sure, is brand new. Nice fireplace, nice rug, all of those little delights to kind of just, like I said, add some extra flavor into your Sim's life. I like the beads over the window, actually. That has enough of a... like the right colors that could actually go in a lot of my Sims houses and not just in like somebody who wanted this kind of vibe. I also love her outfit, and again, it's been so long and there's been so many packs, I can't tell if her hair is new or not. Maybe her earrings are? I love the flickering. Apparently that is one of the features that the new lots, the haunted house lots, are going to have, is that kind of flickering. This doll. So apparently these dolls you really want to be wary of because they'll start showing up, and if you allow your home to become infested with these evil dolls, bad things can apparently happen. This chest that's over here, we have got some of like the palm reading model to the left. I actually love these curtains. Like, it just hit me at how beautiful those curtains are. My vampire families could probably really enjoy that. It's so fun when we have this many packs to notice how easily a lot of the items can kind of cross over and when they really stand out on their own. I love the bird. The weird bird statue that looks amazing and it gives me Egyptian vibes that's over on the left. I like the new painting in the background. That looks awesome. It looks like there's a new bed. Not sure about new clothes. Her shoes kind of look new to me. And apparently this candle is a very special new item that will actually help your Sims protect themselves from the ghostly spirits, the more nefarious ones that might come and haunt you. You want to use this candle to try to protect yourself. And this candle just looks really cool. It'd be very interesting to see if maybe if you have high paranormal skill, you could create this candle on the candle maker. I love seeing that kind of cross-pack compatibility. And even if that doesn't happen, I always have like my fingers crossed that the modders will be on top of that because I think it'd be really cool. Or if you were like a ghost yourself, oh come on, if you were a ghost yourself, well, maybe you would like be repelled from this candle. So maybe just if you have the high paranormal skill, I feel like you should be able to make these candles to give to people so that they could like protect themselves. Or maybe like have a little doll they could slip under their pillow to make sure that they like had sweet dreams. Also, if my Sims start screaming like the scream in the background of the trailer here, I'm gonna start screaming in my videos too, because when people scream, it startles me and then I scream and we're all screaming together. So I really hope the Sims don't scream too much like the person in the trailer, because then I'm going to be screaming as well. Beautiful new wallpapers. I love those lamps. I spy with my little eye a new plant sitting on this little shelf over here, which is very cute. Again, all of the things like this cute little lamp down here, all of the furniture, it's really fitting kind of that like New Orleans, bohemian, slightly paranormal vibe. I really like it because you can apply a lot of the furniture to more than just a paranormal setting, which is always very nice. Because again, I don't think every one of my Sims are going to be performing seances, so it's nice to see that integration of the items for all of the other families as well. Like this palm tree. I love this palm tree. This looks like something that belongs in Del Sol Valley for all your celebrity Sims, right? Hey, new plant. Don't think I didn't notice. I see that. I see you right there. You're adorable. Nice new chairs. Let's see, we've got the new pictures. And there's the little cow plant in a jar. I will take the cow plant in a jar. I love cow plants. There's another one of those creepy dolls. Let's see. What else do we have over here? It's always fun to try to see what's new in these trailers. But again, it's getting harder to do because there are so many like items in The Sims now. Some of them I've never really used or seen before, which is why those challenges where you try to build with just one pack can be so intriguing. I love the idea of being able to capture a little ghost in jars like this. I wonder if like those jars could affect like ghost Sims. It'd be interesting to see if they can't go near these candles or if they can't go near these ghost jars. I would really like to see what happens with that. Also, it'd be cool to see what happens with the witches, if the witches and their interaction with these ghosts might have like a special spell that could be added in or something like that. And speaking of like things that show up in paranormal lots, look at those plants! Yeah, you're not gonna get past here, like past me, without me freaking out about these plants. Because, okay, one, I think there's a new plant in a hanger up here. That's pretty adorable. I like it. I like it. Kind of a medieval-esque vibe going on in there. Sort of looks like you took a knight's helmet and turned it upside down and stuck a philodendron in it, which is about what I would do, gonna be honest. And then you can see there's all these like creepy twining vines coming up out of the ground that I would completely leave alone and just be happy that they're growing there because they're amazing and green. However, the creepy hands reaching out of the ground and glowing. No. No. That's not so happy. That's not so pleasurable. That's not so something that I want to see, for sure. And this ghost with like the spooky eyes, actually a little bit creepy. I like him. Like I would probably scream if I was staring that little thing in the face, which means that I totally am 100% okay with my Sims screaming if they see that. It looks like we have a little happy ghost right here. It looks like you can be infused maybe with different blessings. Honestly, this gives me a lot of the vibes of those little Kodama that you can run into in the Snowy Escapes. And I just have always felt like that was just kind of tacked on, almost like an afterthought of being able to run into those little spirits. So it would be interesting to see if maybe I get ideas for how to interact with the Kodama from Snowy Escapes from what we can now do with these little ghost friends, who look an awful lot like the void critters now that I think about it. All right, this is gonna be fun. I do want to see if this will give the ghost a chance to be able to do more with their afterlife. I always think it's weird how ghosts like are hungry and how ghosts have like tiredness and bladder need. Why does my ghost have bladder need? In my game, I say story play wise that it's because the ghosts are fighting the fact that they're dead, and so you have to fulfill their aspiration points and get like the steel bladder and the never weary traits to say that they are happy with their afterlife. So that works out really well for me for the ghosts that I do want to actually like interact with. Oh, and the seance is going to be interesting. I like the wicker chairs. Those are definitely new. Is that Bella's face that was peering out of the crystal globe? The crystal ball? Because that would be kind of interesting. And I wonder what you can get out of a seance. So, like, can you summon a ghost of, like, a family member instead of having to wait for them to show up on a haunted lot? I really am very curious, like, what is the benefit of hosting a seance? That has me very, very, maybe it's like dealing with these spirits, or maybe you're summoning these spirits to come visit. I'm gonna be intrigued. I want to see how they're gonna interact. Like, look, it's one thing to be like, oh, we've summoned spirits, but then we already have ghosts in the game. So how are we gonna reconcile kind of those two things? And what is the paranormal career going to be about? Apparently, it's actually very tied to that ghost, to the paranormal hunter that we actually saw before. Oh, there's a cute little ghost item down there, and look at this goblet overflowing here. Oh, that's really cool. And then there's something like glowing ruins and a glowing ball of flame. I didn't really pay attention to this before, but this does look really cool. Wow. I wonder what's in that like ghostly goblet. And I really cannot wait for the paranormal investigator career. That is definitely something I'm very excited about, especially if it's going to be anything like it was in The Sims 3, where you go to people's houses to like host seances, or well, in this case, host a seance, but where you would go as like a ghost buster, ghost catcher. That was so cool of an idea in The Sims 3. And I would really love to see something like that where you go to people's houses to help them with their ghostly problems. I would also love to see if you go, oh, look, like there's ectoplasm on the floor. That's pretty cool. The TV's all messed up. Also, I missed her the first time I watched this and only caught in on it when everybody was like, oh my gosh, Bonehilda. But Bonehilda is returning in The Sims 4, which so many people are ridiculously delighted about. The Bone Maid Bonehilda will be making her return to The Sims 4. Pretty excited about that. I absolutely could see our boy Griffin Green having Bonehilda and like other skeletons work for him in his house. There are already skeleton kind of creatures you can end up seeing in The Sims with that skeleton curse from Jungle Adventures. Holy cow, I can't believe how many years ago that was too. So to me, half of the fun is figuring out how to tie in all of the new opportunities and all of the new lore that come with every game pack into the current like legacies I have, the current games I have. Also, it looks like there's some ghostly cupcakes and that overflowing drink sitting around here too. And I wonder if that drink and those cupcakes are some of the things that you can actually get from the spirits if you appease them. Let's see. Beautiful fireplace. Once again, it looks like it even has slots on the side. And don't think you can just sneak that cow plant past me. I see him. He's so cute. I love him. You know what would have been more precious though? If you could feed that little cow plant. Like feed him very tiny pieces of cake. Or like very tiny pieces of meat or like little bugs. I would have adored that. These new outfits, fitting that vibe where they can go paranormal-esque, but also they kind of like bohemian is very much the vibe that you see for most of The Sims 4 lately, I've noticed. I like the new items. I'm intrigued. I love the little ghost in a jar. I'm definitely here for that. I think this is going to be pretty fun, but let's see what other information we can round up from the other corners of the internet. All right, so here we are on the official paranormal reveal page on the Sims 4 website. We have got information about mysterious ruins and clay hands appearing randomly while crawling vines sprout in the yard. The sacred candle your sim lit for safety blows out with barely a wisp of smoke, and no one knows where that horrifying doll came from. As the house gets weirder and weirder, ghost bumps rise and scared Sims scatter in a panic-induced terror. That sounds amazing. So staying at a haunted house is actually apparently a bit of a challenge for Sims. And the longer you can survive the night in a haunted house, the more aspiration points you can actually get from staying there. That sounds So cool. I absolutely want to make that happen. And your sim doesn't have to deal with this alone. There's one helpful friend who's happy to help. Claude René Duplanter Goudier. Goudray? That's going to be fun to see how everyone pronounces that one. The somewhat flirty apparition offers the secrets to serenity. Under his tutelage, learn how to appease the specters, ruining a good night's sleep. So that's this ghost right over here. And apparently he actually gives you tips on how to handle the ghost and also tips on how to become a paranormal investigator. In fact, I think you actually have to prove to him that you can handle yourself around ghosts and spirits before you can get an offer to join the paranormal investigation career through him. That's just some of the information that I have kind of seen floating around. So I don't know how true that is just yet, but he's apparently going to be pretty important to work with. Some specters are playful, others mischievous. A few are downright ornery. They leave cursed objects behind. Try to tidy up and remove them. So I really want to see what these cursed objects are because that sounds so freaking cool. Offer gifts or attempting communication with the specters to try to please them. If they're satisfied, Sims might get a present in return as the specter fades away. So I'm noticing that they're very specific at being like, this is a specter, this is a ghost. So I guess what all of the little things that we see bobbing around in the trailer would be called are those are specters, not ghosts. Otherwise, it's time to turn to the seance table. Seance serves as a way to communicate with the world beyond. Perform a seance to sense the mood of the specters, commune with the dead, or complete a ghastly ritual. Plus, Sims can summon Gundry for extra help, or summon Brunhilde, the skeletal maid, for a spot of cleaning. Doing so builds a Sim's medium skill. Do be careful not to ghost yourself, though. Okay, so I love that you can actually have a new skill. So that's not a paranormal skill, it's like the medium skill. Oh, once a sim overcomes their fear, restores balance to the home, and masters the paranormal, Gudry the Ghost presents a coveted paranormal investigator license. Basically, your sim can become a ghost hunter. No, ghost tracker. Ghost buster? You ain't afraid of no ghost, right? Pick up gigs as a freelance paranormal investigator to help other sims experiencing haunting phenomena and make a few Similonians while you're at it. Oh, that's gonna be so fun! And then finally, from what I have been able to collect so far, we also have a Paranormal Stuff Pack dev blog that released as well a couple days ago. And this is from Sim Guru Connor, who, by the way, has the most amazing avatar of an adorable, crying cat ever. That's a chonker. Never let your cat become such a chonker, but that is indeed a beautiful, beautiful artistic piece of a crying chonker cat that is going to forever live on in its meme glory. But moving on from that, here in the post that Sim Guru Connor made, he shared a whole bunch of really interesting details about the Paranormal Pack, including the new Scared mood. So Sims can now relish the mortal dread of the Scared mood. The Scared mood affects Sims in a variety of ways. With my personal favorite, says Sim Guru Connor, the new Scream Incoherently interaction, which is exactly the thing I was worried about, because when people scream, sometimes I scream. It happens as I get older. I used to tease my grandma about it all the time. We would sneak up in the kitchen real quiet behind her, and then she'd scream like she was seeing some sort of ghost. And all of us kids would laugh, and now I'm getting older, and now Chips will walk around the corner too fast and I scream. So it's coming back to bite me. So I'm really worried if my Sims start screaming, I'm going to start screaming. So just be prepared for that in any of our future Let's Plays. And the Scream Incoherently interaction is when a scared sim runs up to another sim to scream their lungs out. This can result in the other sim calming down the scared sim, or resulting in both sims becoming scared. This can create a scared mood wildfire if you're not careful. So just imagine having the whole household of sims running around screaming, and then they set off more screaming, and that sounds amazing, to be honest. Sims afflicted with the scared mood also have trouble communicating with others, the urge to panic run everywhere, and are slightly more prone to accidents. If no other Sims are around to help calm down a scared Sim, they might just have to hide under the covers for a while. But if being scared isn't your Sim style, consider purchasing the new Brave trait. And again, I was doing backflips. I was like, yes! Brave trait is perfect for our boy Griffin, who actually rolled the Brave trait from, I roll Sims 3 traits for all of my Sims 4 traits as well for gameplay purposes. And so the Brave trait is going to be returning as a satisfaction reward store trait. So you can go ahead and snag that to help a Sim not be as afraid anymore, and they regain their composure like faster. I think that's super useful. I can't imagine many other times when Sims have actually become afraid, like scared. I really can't think of any, but I haven't had like my Sims spooked very often. So like what's the biggest way you could scare a Sim? Oh, we're going down a bit of a dark corner here, but now I'm kind of excited about, you know, exploring that. Maybe I'll just have a whole bunch of like scaredy pants Sims. How fun would it be to have you guys as Sims, or like our Patreons can submit their Sim selves in a haunted house challenge? And we could just see what happens in the haunted house challenge. That sounds so cool. I'm definitely going to be thinking about doing that. Absolutely. While no Sim is totally fearless, this Brave trait should help mitigate some of those creepy feelings. The Scared Mood and Brave trait, the Brave Reward trait will be base game features that will come with the patch. So even if you don't get this, you will be able to get the Brave trait, and the Scared Mood will be something for everybody. And then tons of the other buffs that used to say it would make you uncomfortable are now going to be scared buffs. So I'm pretty sure every time you would like have anything that was scary happen to your Sims, instead of being scared, they would just get uncomfortable. So now if you're startled by a ghost, or if you have thalassophobia from island living, which is fear of like dark, like depths of water, then you'll be scared instead of just uncomfortable, which I mean, scared should have been an emotion that was added in at the beginning, now that I think about it, because fear is very much a big driver in a lot of people's lives, for good and bad. But the other thing that's also coming in this pack is going to be the haunted house lot type. And they're gonna be, it's gonna be the lot type that will change the lot into a place that will have specters pop up. Also, weird things will happen, like, you know, the lights will flicker, your TV will go all static, pipes will rattle, there's gonna be creepy dolls that just start popping up around the corners. And when I heard about the new lot trait, I was a little confused because we already have the haunted lot trait, but he actually mentions, I think at the end of this, yeah, down here. Oh, and you might remember an old trait from City Living called Haunted. For clarity's sake, it needed a name change. So now you have the Spooky Lot trait, which will summon Ghost, and the Haunted Lot trait, which will summon really creepy things like the pipes creaking, and the creepy dolls, and the specters to show up. So if you want, like, Ghost, you get the Spooky Lot trait, which was from City Living. And if you want to have specters and all of the creepy paranormal stuff show up, then you're going to go ahead and you're going to go with the haunted house lot trait. There really should have been a lot trait that let your house become infested with the plant from the Strangerville pack, because I would love to have those spores just spread in different neighborhoods and take over my Sims houses, because there was something amazing watching vines just burst out of the sink. I very much enjoyed that, and I hope the creeping vines in the paranormal pack are kind of like that too. But I'm looking forward to this quite a bit, because it's going to just add a little bit of that extra element. It's perfect for Griffin Green. Now I'm going to have to like hurry up their storyline and grow that boy up so that he'll be able to become a paranormal investigator. But maybe he can just make friends with like a haunted house family down the street for now, and we'll work our way there. And this is the Claude Rene Duplantier-Goudry, who's the paranormal investigator from a previous life. And then if you can prove to him that you can handle your spooks, he'll give you that paranormal investigation license, which will give you those freelance gigs. And I would really love to see, does that just mean like, are there ranks? Can you go up or down the ranks? Do you get perks? Like, is it going to be just a really casual freelance gig, or can you unlock special items and abilities? I really hope it's the latter. I really hope you can unlock special items and abilities like you can with other careers, because that would be really rewarding to be able to see what paranormal items would be. And then also there is the Scared Candle, which I mentioned to you guys earlier. The Scared Candles will protect your Sim from paranormal influences. So if you put a whole bunch of them around the house in a haunted house environment, then you will be protected by all of the creepy things that could kind of happen to you. And then there is going to be cross-pack stuff, as the pets can also go ahead and get a little startled. So I'd actually love to see if a cat would like take on that creepy doll and just try to shred it. And then I highly recommend checking out this dev blog if you want to read some really cool details from, let's see, Brianna Billups, who is an audio artist. And I never even thought about what an audio artist would need to do for The Sims 4 until this little blurb. But her job was to be making those haunted house sounds without making them too creepy, because as she put it, you're trying to aim more for Casper rather than the poltergeist in creating a paranormal pack for The Sims 4, which I thought was really awesome. So highly recommend reading that because it sounds like her work was absolutely awesome. But alright guys, this is it. The paranormal pack is coming up. It's going to be a very unique flavor, not suited for every Sim family, but I think it could add just so much creativity and fun and depth and hilarious stories. Like I said, now I want to just take a bunch of your guys' Sim selves and our Patreon Sim selves and just throw them into a haunted house and just see how everyone lasts the week. That would be so cool. That's going to be a fun new challenge. I think we're definitely going to have to do that as a special series coming up. But let me know what you guys think about it. Are you excited about it? Are you like already lining up a sim to go ahead and tackle this? Are you already thinking about challenges like I am? Are you just in love with the items, or are you just looking forward to having that tiny cow plant in a jar? I would love to know. So, I'm so excited. Hopefully we'll be returning to many of our Sims 4 adventures very soon. I hope you guys are all having a wonderful start to the new year, and I can't wait to hear about all of the stories that you're going to be able to tell in your games. So guys, if you would like to join me on this and literally thousands more of our adventures, do please consider subscribing. But most importantly, my friends, stay curious. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye. Or should I say like, boo, bye.